To explain how I won the war, we must first start from the beginning. So I was farming this boss, trying to get the ill-gotten gain. For those of you who do not know, the ill-gotten gain is an amazing earring, almost Bis, that you can acquire early on in the game. It has 2 really good perks, and with that, it attracts all different types of people from around Turnham. As I'm sitting here waiting for the boss to spawn, I see the 3 musketeers rolling up on me. Panic, I desperately try and put in my greatsword. By the time I equip it, I've already lost half my HP. I end up deciding to flee, but he catches me on my escape route. One desperate attempt, I pop berserk and fall to my knees. The war has officially begun. After a long journey back, I see the 3 musketeers gather around the boss for the ill-gotten gain. Angrily, I decide to charge them, using Feral Rush to close the gap, switching to my greatsword, steadfast striking the enemy, chunking him down to half HP. I spin on top of him, finish him off with the last auto attack. His teammate sees that, angrily chugs the potion. I hit him with a massive heavy right there, spin on top of him and clean his plate. The Dexrat then realizes he's alone. He retreats with his cheese, and I have claimed my first victory. As I return to the cave, I see the 3 musketeers once again trying to farm for the ill-gotten gain. I cannot allow this to happen. I pop berserk, start throwing hatches like a madman, chunking him down, feral rushing right on top of him. As the boss spawns, the 3 feral hungry goblins thirst for the loot. I manage to pick one of them off. The second one sees that, he's angry, he spins right towards me. I decide to kite back here, avoiding the bow user at all costs. As he charges towards me, I go for a massive heavy there, critting him down. Use steadfast right there to finish him off and clean him with the last auto attack. Knowing that the bow user's alone, he's scared, frightened, he runs away, trying to regroup with his team, but I ain't going to allow that to happen. I am fiending for his ass. I'm trying to close the gap so I can get on top of him, but he continues to run away like a scared little rat. I go for my steadfast strike, it connects, spin on top of him, getting a nice chunk. He realizes that he's outmatched and he tries to flee. As I'm about to catch him there, he rolls, and I see his teammate over the horizon coming. I panic and start chucking hatchets like a madman. I then proc berserk, all I see is blood. I start chasing the bow user here, noticing he's half HP. He runs, flees like a coward, leaving his teammate defenseless in the cave. I notice this and start going for heavies on him. It connects, chunking him down. The shield user panics and tries to flee away himself, but I catch him with my spin into the auto. Desperate attempt there to kill me, but it fails. After the bow user just watched his friend get brutally massacred, he tries to run away once again, but I ain't gonna allow it to happen this time. I pop berserk. I see him. He's trying to bow me. It doesn't matter. I'm closing the gap here. Try and bait out his roll. Go for my feral rush. It connects. But sadly, his teammate is right there, saving the bow user once again. This man just will not die. But I see that he's low still, so I decide to spin on top of him, continuing autoing, pressuring him as much as I can. And I connect with my final auto, killing him. The musket user quickly realizes he's alone and decides to flee the battlefield. I finish off my kill and retreat for the next battle. I then notice the 2 goblins trying to claim this rock at my mind. I cannot allow this to happen. Angrily, I pop berserk and start charging at them head first. I go for the musket user first since I think he'll be easier to kill. I go for my steadfast strike here, whiff miserably, spin on top of him, hits a nice connect into the auto attack, finishing him off. The bow user is angry, he goes for the spear, I go into my crosscut, hit a massive 4k crit, and he perishes. After my victory, I go back to the boss to celebrate my spoils by continuing to farm him. But as I'm sitting here chilling through my inventory, the 3 musketeers return. They start pelting me. I start panicking, dodging backwards, trying to create some distance between me and them, and now I'm being suppressed. I have nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. But as I'm waiting for them to come push me, a new challenger has approached. I proceed to waste no time and kill him immediately, but now the Covenant has also joined the war. Day 3 of the war. There has been many casualties at this point. I find myself trapped, pinned behind this crate. I see the yellow player in the back, flanking the green. I spring into action here, mercilessly attacking the bow player, trying to finish him off before his teammate comes to his aid. Sadly, he gets the stun off. I use crosscut, finish him off, get a nice chunky heal off the other player, spin on top of him, hit him with the auto. He's resorted to 1 HP. I chuck some hatches at him, but sadly he gets away. You can see his dead corpse right there. I see the yellow player once again approaching me. I tried to make peace talk with him since there's multiple greens. I block with my sword. Peace talks have failed. I try and kite away here, grabbing some distance. I see him chasing me. I will once again try for peace. I hand my hand out in peace, but he disrespectfully declines it. Forcing my hand, I must now murder him. I go in for the spin to win. He stuns me. The battle is fierce. Go for a crosscut here, poising right through the hammer ability. Continuing up on him, using Relentless Rush to put up the pressure. Popping Hatchet here, kiting back. He chunks me to 1 health, but I will not give up. I will not surrender. I use Steadfast Strike here, poking him down. Go for the spin on top, dodging back into the crosscut and finishing him off. Should have accepted peace. Now what I'm about to do, you may consider ruthless or a crime, but this is war, people. And any opportunity I have to kill the Covenant, I must take. His teammate tries to peel me off of him, but sadly, I am not allowing that to happen. I make sure I kill that AFK at all costs. His teammate now sees that he's low and he tries to flee the battlefield like a coward. He leaves his teammate defenseless on the ground, and I quickly go for the finish, getting that juicy 600 XP. But as I kill him, another yellow spawns in. The reinforcements are coming. The yellow are growing stronger. I try and kill this guy, but the other guy also respawns. Now I have 3 yellows attack me all at once. I go for the cross cut, but I end up perishing. I end up returning to the cave and I find a stray yellow. He realizes he's alone. Terrified, he decides to flee. But I am not allowing this to happen. We all know the Covenant are coward. I decide to pop Berserk angrily and relentlessly chase him down. I use Feral Rush to close the gap, catching him there. He goes for a desperate parried attempt, but it fails. I am now just stalling for my Relentless Rush so I can close the gap on top of him. It comes up. I use it right on top of him. Roll catching him with my heavy attacks. He falls immediately. The other yellow player realizes that his teammate is dead, and like a coward, he flees into the tunnel, desperately trying to get away. I end up hunting him down like a dog. I put out the pressure with the hatchet here, using my greatsword, dodging out of his skyward slash, dodging out of his crosscut. I use my own crosscut, get a massive 3k hit right there, finishing him off. Slowly but surely, I am taking over the cave. As I'm looking at the yellow player, my fellow syndicate rat tells me that there's 2 marauders hiding in the wall. I act quickly, rush over to the wall, phase through it, and see them hiding in the corner. I start beating on them, mercilessly trying to kill them, and they're trapped like rats in a cage. They cannot get out of prone, and they are free kills. The guy tries to roll out, but sadly he does not make it. Now I am also trapped like a rat in the cage. The other player sees this, has a massive health advantage. I accidentally walk into the crosscut here, try to pot up, but he finishes me off. Hastily, I sprint right back to the cave. The Covenant player sees me, angrily spins towards me. I jump down, pop Berserk here, and start chucking hatchet like a crazy barbarian, poking him down. I see him use his potion, now it's on cooldown. I see this opportunity and try and put the pressure on as much as possible. I go for the heavy here, poking him down further into the crosscut, getting 2 nice connects. He hits me with the skyward slash, but I kite back. I'm getting aerial support from the greens here, spin on top of him, and finish him off. As I journey back, the 3 musketeers surrender to me, and now I rule over this cave as the greens is my subject, still warring against the yellows to this fateful day. And I now will play the Song of Peace in tribute to our newfound friendship between the Greens. Yo, what is going on, guys? Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Hit that like button and subscribe, and give me some feedback down in the comments below. My first time making a video like this, so I would really like it to have some constructive criticism in the comments, or just tell me what you enjoyed about it so I can improve on that as well. So with that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video.